Welcome to 2K Sports and Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinal. You take a look at the Heat, and what a dismantling we've seen in this series. These guys are locked and loaded and looking like future champions.
Yeah, that is very true. I mean, there's still a long way to go in this postseason, but they're just too focused and too talented. This matchup likely ends tonight.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. Jaime Jaquez out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Hardy, then there's Walker, and it's Z in at the point guard position. Pass to Mobley. To the inside, Allen. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Adebayo. Here's Jaquez. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Benton. Adebayo grabs the board. And here are the Heat. And they've been looking very strong here in the postseason. Going undefeated now, 7 games in a row. Had a nice rest after round 1 and a chance tonight to close out and punch a ticket to the conference finals.
They are definitely playing excellent basketball, both sides of the ball. But as we've seen before, the closeout games are the toughest. They're in a commanding position, but tonight could be the toughest battle they've had so far.
Jaquez, the pass to Z. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Pass to Mitchell. The 3-ball. Sinks it from distance.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
See the pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Allen. Adebayo, that's good.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Here's Benton. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Pass to Z. From behind the arc. Nails it from 3.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Mobley outside. Now Allen. Here's Benton. And he dunks it down.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Miami leading by 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, seeing their last game against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He had 57 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BN. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Pass to Benton. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Miami has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And he lobs it up top. And Adebayo slams it in.
Look how explosive Bam can be. Defenses can't do anything to stop him on the alley-oop.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the bat.
Jackson, the pass to Mitchell. Pass to Hartenstein. Jackson outside. Six on the shot clock. Here's Furphy. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
And let's take a look at Miami. Mo Bamba out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Hardy. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Z in at the 1. Oh, Donovan Mitchell, just electric.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Z. Off target from outside.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Off target from three-point range.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
Pass to Hardy. Out to the right wing. Takes the 3. He buries it from 3. Z's got 9.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Mitchell, the pass to Webb. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now here's Mitchell. Fires from deep. The rebound by Bamba.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Oh, wow!
Incredible! Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Can. Donovan Mitchell on the attack. Misses the layup. Heat leading by 3. He takes it in. Z. Now shooting 50% for the game. He's 4 for 8.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher, and his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night, so as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. So for Miami, Adebayo's checked in for Bamba. Walker comes in for McDaniels. And Jaquez is subbed in for Hardy. The Heat have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Z, good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And he drives in. And he lays it up and in. And now a 7-point Heat lead.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Benton drives in. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Oh, it's stolen. Out on his own on the break. He goes up. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Pass to George. Hits the trifecta.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Miami leading by 6. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Z. Missed inside.
Bad offense against bad defense. The play looked as ugly as you'd imagine.
Here's Benton. 6 points for him. Allen outside. Hey, puts up a 3. No luck on that one. And so it's the Miami Heat leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense, paging the defense.
Looking at the series break. Thanks for joining us. Time to head.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Delano Banton out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's George in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
Okay, Mr. Allen, I did not know the three-point shot was in your bag. Nicely done.
The shot is good.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow-by every single time.
George outside. Takes a three. Adebayo grabs the board. Heat leading by 5. Here's Z. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Z's got 4 points this quarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Allen finds George. Down low. Adebayo with the rejection.
Oh, gotta be cautious when Adebayo is in the area. Showing once again that he's a legitimate shot-blocking threat.
To the paint. Here's Z. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Mitchell. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Mitchell's got 9. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. 90 seconds into the second half now. Here's Z. And the layup is good off the glass. Z's got 25 points.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Mitchell. Back to Banton. Adebayo with a steal. Inside. Here's Walker. Outside Jaquez. To the middle. Here's Z. It's rebounded by George. Cavaliers trail by 7. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Walker. Here's Z. Back to Jaquez. Walker passes to Z. Beyond the arc. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist. Walker's got 3 assists in the game.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Hero. He's checked in for Miami. And let's take a look at who's been lights out from beyond the arc in this year's playoffs. Third is Tyler Hero.
Some guys thrive on the postseason pressure. He's been an unbelievable floor spacer for them.
Number 15 is first team foul.
Here's Banton. He's guarded by Hero. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Inside.
I love how focused Bam is on the defensive end, using all of his size to create high-pressure coverage.
They swipe it. Here's Furphy. He has 6. Banton. And another miss by Cleveland. Here's Z. Outside Jaquez. From outside the arc. And again, it's Miami from deep.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. And this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness. Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And Adebayo showing another element of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
From deep, Mobley. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The shot by Z, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Here's Benton. Jaquez grabs the board. Jaquez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Count it. Z's got 15 points in just the second half.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And it's Mitchell, the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Jaquez, that's good.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. No good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Miami out in front. They lead by 18. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of...
He's checked in for the Cavaliers. And Miami has possession. They led by as many as 18. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Z. Back to Daniels. Here's Z. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Setting the floor for the Heat. They've got Tyler Hero, Jaden McDaniels out there with Hardy, and it's Kersey in at the 5, down low. Pass to Hardy. Here's Z. Hits the three-pointer. Z's got 39.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
To the paint. Here's Hero. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Hardenstein passes to Mitchell. Pass to Webb. Looking to win the run. Can't get it to drop.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Hardy. Hero on the wing. Back to Daniels. Oh, got a piece of it. 5 on the clock. Z's shot is good. Z's got 41.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Miami making a switch here. The Cavaliers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Outside Mitchell. Mobley outside. Let's go with a 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mobley's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Heat leading by 19. Here's Z. And there's another one for the Heat.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
For 3, George. And Cleveland another 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
There's a screen. Here's Z. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Jackson. This one for three. Rebound by the Heat.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely. These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Heat.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well, but just really impressive.
They just owned this series from the start. A clean sweep and a dominant showing from them.
Yeah, super impressive. They took a hold of this series from the jump and just never took their foot off the accelerator.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Z.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Martin. Fires for three. Huff pulls it in. Here's the three. Again! What an avalanche! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's Webb. And the Miami Heat will move on. It's a clean sweep.